Illegal logging. Illegal logging is the use of wood from protected areas. It affects global market, species, indigenous people, and the environment. 15 to 30% of wood products are chopped illegally. Illegal logging is fatal, so can it be stopped? In accordance with the problem of illegal logging into our country, the Philippine Constitution made some law regarding to this matter. It is said in the Presidential Decree 705, Section 68, that any person who shall cut, gather, collect, or remove timber or other forest products from any forest land or timber from alienable and disposable public lands or from private lands without any authority or license agreement, lease, license, or permit shall be guilty for qualified theft as defined and punished under Articles 309 and 310 of the Revised Penal Code. The person who caught committing the illegal logging can be liable for the confiscation of all the forest products and conveniences used in committing the crime. And there are two types of confiscation. First is the judicial confiscation. It is the order of the court to conduct confiscation in favor of the government. The timber or any forest products cut, gathered, collected, removed, or possessed, as well as the machinery, equipments, and tools that is illegally used in the area where the timber or any forest products are found is subject for this confiscation. Next is the administrative confiscation. The authority of the DNR Secretary or his duly authorized representative to order the confiscation. And the following are the authorized persons who has the rights to confiscate, arrest, or seize the offender during the crime of illegal logging is committed. First, and one of the most viable person to arrest, confiscate, and seize the offender is the forest officer or employee of the Bureau. And next is the personnel of the Philippine Constabulary or Integrated National Police. Also, any agency, barangay, or barrio official. And also the Special Force of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, organized in every region to enforce forest laws under the MOA by Secretaries of DND and DENR. DENR officers are also viable for confiscating, seizing, and arresting the offender, and also any qualified person to be deputized by the department head. So first, before I continue, let me discuss the meaning of the important terminologies used in this discussion, which is the apprehension, seizure, confiscate, forfeiture, to identify their differences. First is the apprehension. It is an act of capturing or arresting someone. Next is seizure, to take or possession of by force or law. Confiscate, an act of taking something as a penalty. Forfeiture, as the word itself forfeit, it is the surrendering at will by something. And that is the important terminologies commonly used in this topic. So we can now continue on the discussing of the legal procedures of the apprehension, seizure, confiscation, and forfeiture. An officer or an authorized personnel has the right to apprehend or arrest the offender if the person who is committing the crime is attempting to commit or caught committing the crime. During the apprehension, there must be no violence or any unnecessary force shall be used in making the arrest. and the person to be arrested shall not be subjected to further restraint. All the forest products, equipment, and conveniences used to the crime must be seized and confiscated by the authorities, and the offender must forfeit the said things that can be used during the prosecution. And if the said offender is found guilty, the forest products, equipments, and conveniences that confiscated can be subject for bidding or donation. In case of donation, the said products or equipments can be donated to any government agencies, especially to the use of the department itself. In addition to this topic, any forest products that being transported that exceeded the registered volume can also be considered of committing a crime in accordance to the Articles 309 and 310 of the Revised Penal Code.